Hi, good day. I am your teacher for today. By the way, my name is Raymond Aslacos, but you can call me Sir Emo. So for our today's lesson, I am going to discuss letters A to Z and the sounds produced by each letters. In touching with the theme are lessons of phonetics. Did you know that everything in this world produces sounds? Everything in this world has its own sounds. Sounds makes everything not dull. It kills dullness for everything. It makes world pleasant to hear, like chirping of a bird, barking of a dog, and the sounds produced by each instrument that you will be using. Let us start with letter A. Our example here that starts with letter A is no other than apple. And the sounds produced by letter A is ah, ah, ah. The next letter will be letter B. And our example here that starts with letter B is ball. And the sounds produced by letter B is ba, ba, ba. The next letter will be letter C. And the example here that starts with letter C is no other than car. And the sounds produced by letter C is ka, ka, ka. The next letter will be letter D. The example here will be door. And the sounds produced by letter D is da, da, da. The next letter will be letter E. E, our example here that starts with letter E is no other than egg. The sounds produced by letter E is egg, egg, egg. Our next letter will be letter F. And our example here that starts with letter F is fish. And the sounds produced by letter F is fa, fa, fa. The next letter will be letter G. An example here that starts with letter G is gums. And the sounds produced by letter G is ka, ka, ka. The next letter will be letter H. An example here that starts with letter H is hat. And the sounds produced by letter H is ha, ha. The next letter will be letter I. An example here that starts with letter I is ice cream, ice cream. And the sounds produced by letter I is ah, ah, ah. The next letter will be letter J. The sample here that starts with letter J here is jar. And the sounds produced by letter J is cha, cha, cha. The next letter will be letter K. And our example here that starts with letter K is no other than kite. And the sounds produced by letter K is ka, ka, ka. The next letter will be letter L. And our example here that starts with letter L will be leaves. And the sounds produced by letter L is la, la, la. The next letter will be letter M. An example here that starts with letter M is no other than moon. And the sounds produced by letter M is ma, ma, ma. The next letter will be letter N. An example here that starts with letter N is no other than notebook. And the sounds produced by letter N is na, na, na. The next letter will be letter O. An example here that starts with letter O is no other than orange. And the sounds produced by letter O is oh, oh, ah. Our next letter will be letter E. And our example here that starts with letter P is no other than pink. And the sounds produced by letter P is pa, pa, pa. The next letter will be letter Q. And our example here that starts with letter Q is no other than quail eggs. And the sounds produced by letter Q is quack, quack, quack. The next letter will be letter R. And our example here that starts with letter R is no other than robot. And the sounds produced by letter R is rock, rock. The next letter will be letter S. And our example here that starts with letter S is stars. And the sounds produced by letter S is the next letter will be letter T. An example here that starts with letter T is test papers. The sounds produced by letter T is ta, ta, ta. The next letter will be letter U. An example here that starts with letter U is no other than umbrella. And the sounds produced by letter U is ooh, ooh, ooh. The next letter will be letter V. An example here that starts with letter V is vase. The sounds produced by letter V is va, va, va. The next letter will be letter W. And our example here that starts with letter W is watch. The sounds produced by letter W is wa, wa, wa. Our next letter will be letter X. An example here that starts with letter X is no other than xylophone. The sounds produced X, X, X. The next letter will be letter Y. The example here started with letter Y is yo-yo. The sounds produced by letter Y is ya, ya, ya. And our last letter will be letter Z. Our example here that starts with letter Z is no other than zipper. The sounds produced by letter Z is za, za, za.